3 years ago, I was this skinny boy that liked to play video games and entertain himself online. And I was playing this game called Total War Warhammer 2 while attending some online education because of virus. The game is basically like an empire building strategy game. Instead of actually learning, I was just playing this game for hours a day because the online classes were just simply so boring to me. So I played until the end of the scheduled classes for that day, and instead of finishing playing the game and doing something else at the moment, since I had a chance to step away from my computer, I kept playing for 3 more hours, and while doing so, I eventually got hungry. And the feeling of hunger was pulling my attention away from the game, so I had that thought to make myself some food. But then the game had me in a grasp, so I decided to continue playing instead of making myself food. Now, isn't that sick? After realizing what I did, I had a reality check. What the fuck just happened? My brain decided to pursue pleasure over its physiological basic need for food. Something was clearly wrong. This is not how an organism is supposed to operate. This is what led me to my self-improvement journey. The realization that my brain was full of shit, and the instinct that guided humanity for hundreds, thousands of years was being hijacked, not to lead us to survival and prosperity, but instead to make us addicted to content produced by companies so that we give them our money and attention. Addiction is a glitch in the instinct of living beings. It is basically your reward mechanism malforming to seek rewards that you were wired to see as good, but you're not necessarily. In the ancient days, in like caveman times, the actions that rewarded us with most dopamine were always good. High calorie food gave us a lot of dopamine because calories were scarce. It made sense to make an organism addicted to high calorie food, to motivate it to seek more of it. Same went for entertainment. Seeing other people laugh and do funny shit was beneficial because it strengthened our social bonds and trust. Feeling of comradeship. Now that entertainment and food is unlimited, the same mechanisms that allowed us to survive are exploited for profit, to bind a person to consume unhealthy amount of things that were always meant to be scarce. There is a concise way to patch this glitch, and the key to that is mindfulness. Mindfulness essentially is you being self-aware and not operating on autopilot. It's that state of being where you're not pulled to do anything and you're fully conscious to decide for you what to do next. This way, your brain doesn't automatically pull you to bad habits because there is no automatic thought. You make direct decisions. Mindfulness is essentially a skill that you can level up like in a video game. You do that through meditation. Now, meditation is not some wishy-washy bullshit. It is incredibly practical. It improves your focus dramatically, which is especially good for your ADHD brain addicted to sudden stimuli from TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all that bullshit. I will tell you a quick practice you can do. You can do it every day or every couple of days, and it will improve your mindfulness, which essentially will improve every single aspect of your life. You set an alarm clock on your phone for just 2 minutes. Let's start simple. You will increase the time as you regain control over your brain to force yourself to endure the practice longer. Or if 2 minutes even is too much, you can even do it for 1 minute a day. 1 minute a day, of course you can spare that. Once you set your alarm clock, just sit still and focus. You can close your eyes and focus on your breath or on the feeling of your clothes on your skin. Anything really. Focus on some experience you're having internally, like the blackness in front of your closed eyes. If you struggle with constant, uncontrollable thoughts that you cannot stop, you can alternatively do what is known as exteroceptive meditation, which unlike the classic interoceptive one, you do with your eyes open. Just focus on some random point to see. You look at a doorknob or just the leg of your chair. The key is not breaking the eye contact and just not thinking of anything. Look at the details. See the shine of the metal on the doorknob or the little wooden cracks on your chair, and not think any word in your head. Just focus fully. Eventually, in either practice, you will get distracted after a couple of seconds. But that is okay. This is what we practice. Just refocus your attention on what you were focusing on earlier until you get distracted again. It's just like in the gym. You're trying to focus longer and more intensely on a given sensation. And just like in the gym, you will improve your focus over time. I will make a full meditation guide soon for beginners where I can answer any questions you would have in the comments. After you finish a meditation session, you will be mindful. It will be this strange feeling of having no thoughts and weirdly a lot of control. Like you decide what to do and you aren't pushed to do anything if you decide not to do so. This is the way to combat procrastination as well, which is what I covered in my procrastination video, link in the description. Because if your brain cannot pull you into bad habits, you have full logical control, then you will not procrastinate, obviously.